My name is Shannon. I'm married to Andrew. We have 2 kids, Isla, who is 2, and Ben, who is 7 months. When we had Isla, I went on maternity leave from work, and I realized just what a precious gift maternity leave was. We had time to see people. I just had time to invest in other people. When we found out we were pregnant with Ben, I started thinking through what maternity leave this second time round would be. I am likely always going to have to be to some degree a working mom, where I don't have the luxury of staying home all the time. And I'm a pediatric oncology nurse, and so my job takes a lot. There's a lot of an emotional investment into my job, and so when the seasons where I am working, I don't have the same capacity to invest in people or to be, I guess investing in people would be the way to put it, that I do when I'm on maternity leave. So I get very excited about this treat and this just huge blessing of what maternity leave is and this time without the constraints of work. So coming into this maternity leave, where pandemic, which threw a whole loop into this, but I kind of started praying through what God wanted for me this year, and the sense that I got was just God asking me to say, like, I want you to submit your time to me. I want you to kind of give me your calendar and be okay with what I have to give you. Kind of understanding that was like, okay, well, who do you want me to invest in? Who do you want me to be spending my time pursuing? And a couple people he brought to my mind, because in pandemic, there's constraints. You can't see everybody. You can't go out and do the same things that we could do before the pandemic. And so God just laid on my heart a few people that I should be spending time with and pursuing. That's kind of what I've been doing the last few months, is kind of looking at my week and saying, okay, God, like, where do you want me to spend my time? So I started looking at my week not as what did I want to get done this week, what are all the fun things, or here's all the projects that I wanted to do, but kind of went into my week looking at, like, what does God have for my week? Who does he have for me this week? Some weeks have been really busy. There's been a lot of things, or a lot of not a lot of people. It's COVID, let's be honest. But there will be a lot going on, and other weeks God just gives me a rest and I get to hang out with just my kids. And so it's been really interesting to see what God has brought this year, because with maternity leave, when you're not working, you have that freedom to, at the drop of a hat, someone's going through a crisis, you can be there because you're not at work, you're at home, and let's face it, we're hauling our kids with us, but you just have a different kind of freedom and availability, which is just such a beautiful thing. Through God asking me to pursue these people, I've been really seeing just God's pursuit of me. And I think that's been a huge thing for me this year, is just seeing how God is pursuing my heart and how he's pursuing my children. Through this, he's just shown me so many ways that I'm broken, where he's just bringing my brokenness to the forefront, because anytime you're spending time with people, all of your brokenness just comes out. Your expectations, your hopes and desires for people. He's just been showing me really unique ways that I'm sinful, that I would never have seen if he hadn't asked me to be in pursuit of others. And so that's had its challenges in and of itself. I think my heart in all of this is just really wanting to see people, and these people that God has asked me to pursue, just come to see him and to know him.